Hey everybody, welcome to Intuitive Dreams 1111. My name's Jennifer. If you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. This allows me to pick up on additional energies as well as notify you of when I upload new videos. I do have the Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck still available that I would like to give away. The previous winner did not claim it. It's been a few weeks. I don't chase people. You know, those days are over. So nobody should chase anybody down. If you want something free, you will reach out, email me, and, you know, you're going to let me know. So that way I can get the Oracle deck packaged up and sent off. So if you are subscribed, if you comment hashtag Oracle. If you hashtag Oracle, hit the like button and you're subscribed, this will get you entered to get the Alice in Wonderland deck for free. I've only used it probably less than 10 times. It's really hard for me to view it, even though I think it's beautiful. So I'd like to give it to a home where somebody else can enjoy it for themselves, okay? So make sure you're subscribed, hashtag Oracle, and hit the like button, all right? And that'll get you entered to win the Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck. All right. Okay, so I had to take my dog for a quick walk yesterday. It's been extremely busy for me, and I had found a good time yesterday. I think it was like 3 or 3:30, and it's been a very, very busy week for me, so I haven't been able to do any readings. But my intuition was like, this is a good time. This is a good time to take a quick break, take Max for a walk, get some fresh air, because, you know, the time changes, so it gets dark earlier, and so I wanted to make sure I was able to at least get him out in the sunshine as well as myself. But while I was walking our regular path, I took like the path down to a side road that's like behind my development, and I just happened to look up, and then I ended up seeing a little, like, there was clouds, and like actually it'll be the probably be the thumbnail on this video. That'll be the actual picture I took. Most of the thumbnails that you see on my videos are pictures I've personally taken. I like to be in nature, so I try to take as many nature pictures as possible. So that's why you see them on my thumbnails. It's just me, you know, using the pictures I took to add with my readings. But when I looked up, there was some clouds, and then there was a circular rainbow, right? And there was no rain. So when that happens, that means there's something, you know, good that's going to happen, right? It's, you know, prosperity, right? So something is either coming up that's going to be make you happy, or it's going to change your luck for the better, just something good that's going to happen. And I didn't get a chance to do the reading last night. I ended up getting caught up, so I wasn't able to, but I want to go ahead and do that tonight. I don't want to wait any later, and kind of get a feel of, you know, what's going on, what's good, what's coming towards my collective. So what good is coming towards my collective, Spirit? Tell us. What do we got going on? Because that, you know, you may not have actually seen that rainbow where you were. Archangel Michael. You may not have seen it where you were, but I saw it for you, and so I got a picture of it, and now we're going to see what is going on. What's good for the collective, Spirit? All right. Whoa. Too many. Come on. This happens every time I don't get any readings out for a little bit. Jeez. Spirit gets a little upset with me. Okay, so I'll take these, right? All right, well, we'll start off with these. They flipped up. We've got Drama Queen, Crushed, Nightlife, and Racing. Well, clearly there was something going on. You were facing something with somebody that was either doing something on purpose to make you feel bad, or they, abandoned you to make you purposely feel alone. That was a risk that somebody took, to avoid you or walk away from you. All right. So if anybody was dealing with somebody who was, creating a fight, I feel like, not necessarily like yelling words, but just friction is what I'm feeling like. It's almost like this person was like doing this on purpose. Tell us more about the collective, please. What's going on with this situation here? That apparently that was considered a risky move by, avoiding you. If they walked away, to purposely kind of make you chase them. Kind of like I was saying in the beginning, I don't chase anybody for, a giveaway, right? If you don't want something for free that somebody is giving you, I'm not going to chase you. So maybe that's what, this is about. Maybe you were showing somebody attention. You were always there. Giving them affection, right? Time and attention. And so they weren't probably giving it back. And so you ended up getting, sad and feeling alone because here you were giving all your energy to somebody, but they weren't giving it back. And then they just kind of poof, walked away. Space, gossip. This person took space away from you because it was almost like they were embarrassed or felt like maybe you didn't fit into their world. It made them uncomfortable. It's almost like they had feelings for you, but at the same time, they were like ashamed, right? Tell me more about this, Spirit. What is this? Okay, really? Tell us more, Spirit. Why was this person ashamed? Why was this person ashamed? So by them taking space, I'm almost taking it as their intention was to come back to you at some point. The High Priestess. Tower. So the drama queen in this deck is Tower, pretty much Tower as well. Six of Wands. You knew this person intuitively. You knew this person was gonna hit a tower moment after they saw you accomplish something. You've got something you've been working on. Tell me about the Six of Wands. The Empress. You've been working on turning yourself into the Empress. You've been creating something. You might have been promoted. You might have started your own business. You're creating something. And so while you knew they created a tower moment, that tower moment, you turned pain into power is what you did. You were not going to sit and wallow and cry over this person walking away from you, taking a long break from you. You used that time, instead of crying and being upset, to keep yourself busy creating something. Tell us more about this Empress. Six of Swords in reverse. Tell me, give me one more. Ace of Pentacles. You knew this, you were never going to get a solid relationship out of this person, whoever walked away from you or took a break. Right? So when you're an Empress, you don't wait on anybody. Just like I said, right? If you're not going to pick up your giveaway, or email me to give me your address for the giveaway, then okay, that's on you. I'm not chasing you. I'm putting it back up, on video for somebody else to take. You knew this person was not going to move towards you to give you an actual solid relationship. You knew they were going to be back and forth. So you were like, I'm going to take the time to work on myself. When you're an Empress, you don't wait on anybody. If somebody wants to go ahead and go. It's fine. Go do your thing. I'm going to go do mine. Tell me about this. Tell me about this other person that the collective is dealing with the Empress. King of Wands. Could be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Any one of those signs, doesn't have to be. Ace of Wands. Man, heavy, heavy fire. You're dealing with a heavy fire sign. Give me one more. Eight of Pentacles. That's some Virgo. So this person actually walked away, stepped away, because they were taking the time they were creating something on their own. So they were doing something. They were creating something as well. And it's like they were burning the candle at both ends. So I don't think you knew they were doing that. The problem is you two are not on the same vibration level anymore, because whoever I'm talking to plays parties where it fits. I'm talking to somebody who's turned themselves into an Empress, but you have a King of Wands. That's not a vibrational match. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a King of Wands. But, you know, where's the emotional aspect, right? So this person's, passionate. Yeah. They're creating, making money, doing things, with Pentacle, right? Creating something tangible, right? This person's good at tangibles, but there isn't any emotion in this. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles. Queen of Swords, Three of Swords. This person focuses on work when they're hurt, upset. And they think in their mind that's the logical thing to do, right? They think it's the logical thing to do when their heart is broken, they're hurt. This person may have trouble showing emotion, since we haven't seen any emotion come out yet for this person. It's almost like they break their own heart, probably, because since they're not emotional, they don't know how to open up to people. So when you don't know how to open up to people, people have a tendency to pull away from you. If you're not, loving and open, inviting, it makes other people, pull away. They get to know you. They realize, okay, this person just, focuses on, work, making money, and, creating wealth for themselves. That's what makes this person feel good. They're not seeing it as you want to come home to somebody after you've put in a hard day's work. So it looks like you are just all about the work. Like I said, burning the candle at both ends, burning, going through the midnight, working late, working through the day and working through some of the night, maybe getting 3 to 5 hours of sleep, right? And, what is the vibration between the Empress and King of Wands? Four of Cups. The Moon. You both have strong feelings for each other, but you both hide it. You don't talk about it. You avoid it. But it's like there is an opportunity here for you to make this work. It started out like so negative, right? You've got the drama, you've got, somebody walking away from somebody. You're making somebody, you're ashamed. It's like, are you ashamed because this person... It's almost like I feel like this person was ashamed because they didn't feel good enough for you, right? So they're a King of Wands, you're an Empress, okay? King of Wands, like I said, isn't bad, but they're not an Emperor, right? They're not an Empress. So there's still a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like someone's like is probably not feeling self-confident around the other person. But deep down, secretly, you both have strong feelings for each other. Tell me about the Moon. The 18th could be important. Of what month, I don't know. Or it could just be, a number. Well, we got the Page of Swords on the side. So it's like you both, it's like you both need to get truthful, right? With yourselves. The situation. Communication would probably be a good thing for you two. Conversation, like a frank conversation with each other. But I think first, it's kind of like you need to get real with yourself, right? Once you get real with yourself first, I think you can be real with somebody else. So it kind of feels like you both kind of shut down this situation. It's like you both know that there's something there between you two, but yet you completely avoid it, right? One's always walking away, heartbroken because the Empress is out of reach. Probably, giving up, moving on, not coming back and talking to them and making, you know, the other person feel comfortable about talking. It's kind of like, no, if you want me, you need to, you're a King of Wands, you need to take steps up to me, right? So if you were willing to walk away and not say anything or talk to, you know, the Empress about how you felt, about what you wanted to do, no, you just shut it down and you just was like, I'm out of here, I'm going to work, right? So all you're doing is focusing on work, but you can't sit there and want an Empress to come to you, you know, knocking on your door saying, hey, you know, why is there space between us? Why am I feeling there's distance? Why haven't I heard from you in a couple days? Why haven't I seen you in a couple days? You know, an Empress shouldn't have to do that. You know, she's probably, you know, at some point been, you know, a queen where she, you know, and an Empress can still, you know, do things like that, you know, reach out, right? It can happen, but it looks like this Empress right now is standing firm and wanting the King of Wands to step up, right? You know, if you're heartbroken, you're probably heartbreaking yourself here over this situation, you know? But you know, the King of Wands needs to understand if the King of Wands takes steps towards the Empress is not going to shut them down. She's not this, don't forget, you know, the Empress is the king, has the Queen of Cups inside of her, okay? She's, you know, she has empathy. She will listen to you. Now, depending on what you tell her, what the situation is, you know, that all depends. But she's going to hear you out. She's not going to shut you down. So if this person or cross-watcher or whoever is afraid to reach out to this person viewed as the Empress, don't be, because she does want to talk to you, you know? What's in Yin Yang Oracle? What else do we have for these two? What else do we have for this Empress and King of Wands? Self-care, winter. So this winter, this is when there's going to be some transformation going on. Okay, right now the energy is low. This person's been working a lot. They're tired. And I think that might even be a little bit of both of you. I feel like you're just depleted right now. And I think it's because neither one of you have been talking to each other since one walked away. And because you two have not talked, right, there's been this silence in the moon of not, you know, you both are keeping to yourselves, right? The fact that I think you two wish or hope or believe there is an opportunity for you two, but neither one of you are actually seeing it right now. And because you don't see each other, your energy has been depleted. So I believe this winter, I'm feeling there's going to be some major changes. There's going to be some transition, possibly some rebirth. You know, I think you know, if the, I want to say the Empress has probably already gone through a rebirth and is, you know, still learning to grow. So I really think this rebirth is going to be for this King of Wands, is what it feels like to me. Belief systems. You know, wearing a mask. Afraid to tell somebody how you feel about them, you know, because there's no cups, except for the vibration between you two in the moon. These emotions that this person has for the Empress, they're hiding. And they're not seeing that the Empress, you know, has emotion to give to somebody. But she isn't going to give it to just anybody. She's going to give it to the person who's willing to step up to her and show her how they feel. Show her what's, you know, have they had a bad day? You know, have they had an awesome day? You know, what is it that's bothering them? What are their secret fears? You know, the Empress is loving, caring, nurturing. She, you know, she's not there to slam the door on your face rudely. She's going to listen to you. She's been through this. She's probably been through what you've been through. Maybe the other person put her through this. And that's why she's the Empress now. She's had to learn to grow from being rejected by somebody who's constantly, you know, keeping a heartbreak between you two. And all they do is focus on work, you know? Work, 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 work. So what are you going to do? You're going to go through life working this entire time and not looking up to, you know, see what's around? You know, wintertime is going to be a time to really look at what it is you want to do with your life. You know? Do you want to stop living behind a mask? Right? Feeling depleted and lonely? Or are you going to go through that rebirth? Right? This winter is going to make you realize a lot of things. And that's both of you. You know, even though one's an Empress doesn't stop working on herself. An Empress has to constantly work on herself. She always has to keep herself in check. He, she, doesn't matter. An Empress can be a masculine as well, just like a King of Wands can be a feminine. It depends on what energy you're in. We all have masculine energy, so please keep that in mind. But, you know, now's the time. You know, you're going to continue to feel depleted and lonely because, I mean, work doesn't hold you. You have to understand we thrive off of being around other human beings. Now, I'm not saying you have to be out in a crowd of people every single day partying and having fun. No, I'm not saying that. But, you know, you still have to have that human hug contact. You know, that's what keeps people younger. It keeps stress levels down, is having that connection, that those bonds with a significant person, family, you know, children, having, you know, some sort of bond. And so if you don't have it, it can be very depleting. It can be very depressing. It can eventually put you into a depressive state. So now's the time to actually look into transforming and taking a real look at yourself and saying, you know, can I come out of work mode, come out of the moon, get real, you know, get real, get truthful about possibly going to, you know, speak to the Empress because we're heartbroken. It's okay to tell somebody you miss them, you're heartbroken over them. You should want to do that. The Empress would be thrilled to hear somebody who was not used to opening up their feelings come out and say that. You know? All right, what final messages do we have for the collective? So 3. Sorry. Your energy is valuable. Protect it well. You know, you got to have boundaries, right? Boundaries with other people, boundaries at work, right? You got to learn to know when to cut off work, right? Pull your energy back from working and protect it to make sure you have energy to give to somebody else, right? It's like, instead of, when you have the person that's right for you, they help, you know, they don't deplete your energy, they fill it, right? They help. It's like recharging your batteries, you know, with the right person who doesn't deplete energy. Now, if, you know, you're dealing with somebody who truly depletes your energy and is not going to actually take the steps towards you, because this is a free will, you know, this person is still in limbo. So you also don't want to keep your energy held back to this person, because if they're not willing to come out of the moon and take a step up to talk to you, then you must move on, because otherwise they're still keeping your energy held back and it's still depleting you, right? Because there's still a connection here. Memento mori. The meaning is in the middle. Yeah. It's taking the time to meet in the middle. Everything's about a balance, right? You see how, and the next card is yin and yang, which is masculine and feminine energy. So that's, you know, also an individual getting their own feminine and masculine energy in check, right? Because like this card, right? Okay, well here, actually, I can show them both. So this one, I'm sorry, I am in divine flow, yin yang. So like, you see how there's two sides to this? You've got the sun and the moon. So you've got feminine and masculine energy. You've got light, you've got dark. And then on the other card, you have an actual human face, and then you have the skull. So as you can see, going over to one extreme too much depletes you, almost makes you feel like you're, you know, dying off, right? Eventually, when someone does this enough and they have this dying off feeling, it makes them hit a rock bottom. So that's what eventually turns them into transformation of getting their masculine and feminine energy in balance to be able to do what it is that they need to do, right? Balancing the light and the dark, right? Everything is all about balance. You know, we all have skeletons in the closet. We all have secrets in the moon, you know, but if you protect yourself well enough, right, it opens up your third eye. When your third eye is open, you're going to know who is right for you and who's not. Whether it's you yourself that needs to go through an awakening because you're too extreme on one and vice the other, right? So intuitively, you'll need to know that you're going to need to balance yourself. Okay? And I know that. I struggle with that on a daily. That's why you haven't seen me do any readings. It's very difficult. So I get it. I'm sort of in this situation a little bit myself, you know. I'll be the first one to throw myself under the bus. So I do have a tendency to, and I'm a Scorpio, so I do have a tendency to go all in hardcore, whether it's a relationship or a work thing or project. And it's even for myself, I have to learn to find the balance, and I'm doing that slowly but surely. I am doing it. And so I think that's a lesson we could all learn as a collective, is to not just be focused on one thing more than the other. You know, if you're too much about having fun and playtime, you know, it's time to maybe dial it back, because if you don't, then you're not going to have any good manifestations come through. Because if you're not working towards any goals or aspirations, then you're not really going to have any manifestations come through. Because manifestations, you don't sit there and just say, hey, this is what I want, universe. You know, you can say that, right? Because when you say it out loud, it's like admitting to yourself, yeah, I want this relationship. Yes, I want this job. You know, yes, I want this raise. Yes, I want work-life balance. Yes, I want this. Once you know it and you speak it, okay, that's the beginning steps. Then you do the work. Okay, well, what few things can I do? What can I dial back on? Oh, okay, kind of like I did yesterday. I decided to take a walk at 3 o'clock with my dog, which I normally don't do. And lo and behold, I'm, you know, intuitively told to look up at the sky as I cut the corner down the path I take, and there was the rainbow peeking through the hole, right? All the beautiful colors peeking through a hole with no rain. So prosperity, good things coming. So, hey, I took the time to step away and do something I normally wouldn't do. And look, I see the rainbow. So the universe is like, look, right? Good on you. Good things come when you do your healthy balance. So it's the same thing for you. You've got to, you know, do something different you haven't done. You know, if you haven't called out and just taken a mental health day before, right? Not saying you have to tell somebody that, right? You shouldn't have to. Mental health days are just as important as if you have a headache, or if you're, you know, sick to your stomach, or you have a really bad cold or a sinus infection. You know, we always seem to think it's easier to say something like that, but we don't seem to say, look, I need a mental health day. And so that's kind of where we need to get at with balance. So even if that's something you need to do it. Take that mental health day. So much love and light. I hope this was helpful to somebody. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, hashtag Oracle in the comments if you'd like the chance for a giveaway for the Alice in Wonderland deck. Much love and light. I'll talk to you soon.